You might say the world of music is always turning, from the days of Mozart's concertos to the future of virtual concerts. And the way we listen to that music is evolving too. But the sound of one generation is making a surprise comeback. Yep, the 70s called and wants its vinyl records back. In 2021, vinyl sales hit $1 billion, and the retail revenue from turntable sales exceeded $27 million. But how exactly did vinyls get their groove back? And are they here for a long time or just for a good time? The 1970s was the golden era of vinyl records, when artists like Carole King and Marvin Gaye were topping the charts with platinum albums. Record stores were selling 530 million copies per year, generating $2.5 billion in revenue. But when the boombox made way for the sound of the 80s, vinyls were replaced by the DIY mixtape. By the 1990s, fewer than 10 million records were sold per year, accounting for just 0.1% of music sales. Fast forward to 2006, and less than 1 million new vinyl records were being sold annually, thanks in part to our old friend, the iPod. Despite the rapid growth of music streaming platforms like Apple Music and Spotify today, sales of new vinyl have increased every year for the past 16 years. In 2021, almost 40 million new vinyl records were sold, a 67% jump from the year before. And these numbers don't even account for secondhand marketplaces, where online vendors sell even more used records. While many attribute this comeback to millennial hipsters, people of all ages are crazy about vinyl's crackles and pops. The top 10 best-selling albums of 2020 represented a mix of genres old and new, with classic artists like Queen, the Beatles, and Bob Marley appearing on the charts next to Billie Eilish, Harry Styles, and Kendrick Lamar. Perhaps no one is more excited about vinyl's resurgence than independent artists. Today, 83% of music industry revenue comes in the form of streaming, but it's a much harder way for a musician to make a living than physical sales. It costs a band about $7 to manufacture a vinyl record. If you buy it for $25, then the band pockets $18 in profit. To make around the same amount by way of streams, you would need to stream them about 4,500 times on Spotify. That's 37 hours of streaming. While selling a physical record may sound like any artist's dream, it's actually not as simple or affordable as it once was. Today, it can take more than 6 months to manufacture a new record. Because though demand is high, many of the factories that pressed those hundreds of millions of records in the 80s shuddered when customers turned to cassette tapes and CDs. By some estimates, there are only around 40 factories capable of pressing LPs left, and just a handful can press large volumes. Plus, new pressing machinery is expensive and back-ordered, forcing many companies to compete for 50-year-old machines and the skilled laborers needed to operate them, all of which could slow the surging vinyl movement. Still, LPs and EPs have regained the lead on cassettes and CDs, with $1 billion in sales in 2021. But they still have an improbably long way to go to catch up to streaming, which earned the music industry almost $12.5 billion the same year. If this video was your jam, hit subscribe and click the link below to sign up for our daily newsletter, which keeps you up to date on the latest business and tech news and trends.